Hi guys, and welcome to another video from myself, Slim Nasty. Wanted to sort of bring you out another quick one to ask your opinions on a few things. We've got a couple of weeks now until Cities Skylines After Dark comes out, and I kind of want to change things up a little bit when that releases in order to sort of better suit the channel, I think. Hopefully, fingers crossed, because we've got a few game releases coming out. We've got obviously City Skylines After Dark, which will replace the current series in 2 weeks' time. I want your suggestions for names, mods, everything for that. Train Fevers is still going good. A few people are saying, you know, can you cut down on it a bit, or you know, give it a rest for a little bit. It still gets the most views out of my videos, so I'm not going to get rid of it. I am going to release a new series on that very soon as well. So we're going to switch that up to a modded version of Train Fever. I've been looking at the DLC, not the DLC, the mods for British trains, and there's not a lot about, which is such a shame. There's a lot of German stuff about, but not a lot of British stuff. So I need some suggestions on that down in the comments, on what we should go for, any mods you use. Now, I haven't even tried mods yet, so I don't know, you know, if they're going to be easy to install or what. Could be a nightmare. So I'm going to be pushing it to do that. But I do want to do mods. I want to cover mods on that. We've also got, in about roughly 2 months from now, we've got XCOM 2 coming out and Anno 2205, which is another 2 really good games. I've played Anno before, a little bit, not a lot, but I have played quite a bit of XCOM, the first one, which I did like, and I would like to do XCOM 2 on here. Now, they're both expensive games because they're from very high-end publishers, shall we say, AAA ones. And there's obviously a lot of other new releases in that. I've bought games recently that I haven't showed you guys yet. People were saying about Train Fever and that. So something's got to give, because I've only got a certain amount of time I can throw into this in order to get everything recorded and uploaded for a 2-week period to keep up because of the amount of overtime I have to do at work and stuff. Although I would like to cut back on that time because it does get a lot at times. So something needs to give, and I've got a suggestion, and I want to see how it fits with you guys before I actually enact it. I would like to enact it when City Skylines After Dark comes out, though, and what I'm considering is basically doing 30-minute series, so each week, of various games, but you'd only get one episode a week. So you would get one episode of City Skylines, 30 minutes, so you'd lose an hour a week of it. Now, I think overall it will benefit the channel. So you get 1 hour of City Skylines, 1 hour of Train Fever, sorry, I lie, half an hour of City Skylines After Dark, of course, the new series, half an hour of Train Fever, the modded series, and half an hour of Software Inc. I could then bring back half an hour of Prison Architect a week, probably half an hour of RimWorld a week, because that was quite a good little game. I did a bit of it on YouTube, but I haven't done enough. And then half an hour of probably something like Anno 2205. It would then leave Sunday free, which could be either a half an hour or 45-minute or an hour long episode, depending on what I'm doing, to do what I used to do, which was what I used to call my Sunday specials. So you would then get like Farming Sim or Euro Truck or XCOM 2 or something else. I've got other games that, you know, I've played a lot of hours in, like Civ 5. A lot of car games I've got. Flight Sim, which I want to get back on my other PC when I get everything transferred across, which I still haven't done. Run out of time. So there's all sorts of other games I can show you guys on the Sunday special. So what I'm hoping you'll all agree to is half an hour of City Skylines, half an hour of Train Fever, half hour of Software Inc., half an hour of Prison Architect, half an hour of RimWorld, half an hour of Anno 22, which will take you Monday to Saturday, and then half an hour to an hour Sunday special. That's what I'm proposing to you guys. I want to see how it sits with you guys, but I want quite quick replies because I want to do it in 2 weeks' time. Now, I would like to make those 45-minute episodes every day of the week. But A, I think they might be a little bit too long for people to sit and watch in one sitting. B, it's going to consume more hard drive space. and see it's going to take more time to upload. And time is a big factor for me because of the amount of hours I work. I work anything from a 46-hour week up to a 60-hour week on top of all of this, and on top of doing normal things in life. So it is quite a hectic schedule, and I get up most mornings at 5 a.m. and I go to bed at 11 p.m. most nights, so I don't get a lot of sleep. But I don't, that I've lived off of that for years, so it's fine. So I want to see if that sits well. And as I mentioned, obviously, I'd like to go, longer series, 45 minutes, but it's a big factor on hard drive space and upload times and that. I can't increase my upload time. I'm not going to switch to Virgin Media because they're, in my opinion, rubbish. So I wouldn't touch them with a barge pole. And I have ongoing disputes with them all the time. So I'm going to stick with Sky because I get a very good quality of service. But unfortunately, I can't go up to the next tier because it's not available in my area. So a bit limited on that. Hard drive space, I've managed to solve a little bit recently. Obviously, you guys know about the new PC, which I put a 2 terabyte black in just for videos. Yesterday, I managed to complete moving all my data off my NAS, reconfiguring it to a RAID 0 in order to get 2 terabyte out of it instead of a 1 terabyte mirror. And then obviously I've got my external 2 terabyte backing it up, so I have got redundancy there, so it's fine. So I've managed to double my capacity there. That will last for a period of time, but at the rate I'm consuming it, it will run out again at some point in the future, which means replacing drives again or adding bigger ones, let's put it that way. So I need to consider that. Moving forward, I'd like to introduce something else, because obviously we got the donations, which people do. You don't get a lot of donations from YouTube, and I don't get enough time to do enough live shows, unfortunately, in order to get donations that way, in order to fund the equipment. I do get ad revenue. It's not a lot. It's only about 20-30 quid a month, so it's not a big amount. Don't expect me to be a millionaire or anything, because I'm not. But I want to introduce something else called Patron, which is another system that YouTube approves and a lot of YouTubers use. Basically, it's like a monthly subscription service. You don't have to do it, but if you want to, you can basically subscribe from, I think it's about $1 a month. Now, the way it works is you subscribe, and a percentage of that comes back to me. It's between 5 to 10% gets taken in the site fees and credit transfer fees. So I will get sort of 90 to 95% of the money that's raised through the subscription service, if you like. We call it a subscription service. But you can do it from $1 up to whatever you like, really. I don't want people doing loads of money. Whatever people can afford. It's just a way to support new hardware, because I still want a different graphics card, because this one is pushing it still. I still want to replace my screen, although I'm just about there on funding for that, out of my own money. Incidentally, saving with all this overtime. I need more hard drive capacity at some point, and I need 2 wall mounts, and I want to replace my desk because it's so cluttered and horrible. I want to build my own desk, which could cost a couple of £100. So there's things moving forward in order to keep all of this going and make it more efficient and that. And obviously, as I say, I need more hard drive space at some point, so we need to consider that. Now, I have never liked the idea of getting something for nothing. I always believe in working for it. So I need ideas back from you as to what I can offer back, because the way Patron works is you set goals so that if you reach a certain amount of fundings per month, then you give something back to you guys. And it can be anything. It really can be anything. Obviously, I want some of that money to go towards new parts for the PC, so you will get back the unboxing videos. So there's something you get back straight away. That is a given. I've got a TS server, but it's only a 10-man because obviously costs are involved. It could fund increasing that and allowing some people on there onto TeamSpeak. It could fund possibly game servers. It could fund other things. It could fund a YouTube live show or a YouTube Ask Me Anything show. I'd have to work out how to do those and that. But there's just a few suggestions from myself. I want suggestions from you on all of this. So I want suggestions on names and stuff for Skylines After Dark. I want Train Fever mods. I want what you think about the schedule that I'm proposing to you guys. You know, half an hour episode of videos each day of the week, but you're only going to get one Skylines a week, one Train Fever a week, as opposed to the 3 that you have been getting. But you will get Prison Architect thrown back in, RimWorld thrown in, Anno 22 when it comes out thrown in. You'll get other things thrown in, and I'll just find some bits and pieces that I've got game-wise to sort of fill in until Anno 22 comes out. Then you get the Sunday specials, so comment about that. You know, throw in other game titles that you say, have you looked at this game? You know, this might be worth bringing in. Those have got to be funded, obviously, purchases. I do keep in touch with quite a few developers and push them to try and get free games in order to show you guys. I'm going to up the ante on that and sort of push them more if I can. I'm only a small channel, so it is hard for me to do that. And they get thousands of requests each day, basically. So that's hard. But then, you know, a big one on this Patron thing, because I want to introduce it and I want to do all of this in 2 weeks' time. I want to get ready over the next couple of weeks, get everything in place so that I can just go like that and we'll introduce all of this. And, you know, if nobody supports me on Patreon, I'm not that bothered. I will just introduce it, but I want to have it set so that you guys get something back. I mean, the ultimate goal is to earn somewhere between £1,500 and £2,000 a month so I can go full-time live streaming and YouTubing. That's the ultimate goal of where I want to get to. I'm not necessarily going to get that all off of Patreon because I've got other sources. I'm trying to work this almost like a business, if you like, so that I've got multiple revenue streams coming in. Later on, as I get bigger, I'll probably be able to get funding from, you know, hardware or software developers. You never know. But I want to keep pushing it. So, guys, I want your suggestions down below in the comments. But, you know, if you've disliked this video, tell me down below. Say you're taking the mick. I don't think I am. I think that's a good way to move forward with the channel. I'm going to call these videos channel update from now on, and then the month and the year on the end. So let me know your thoughts of, you know, where to move the channel forward, because that's what I want to do, and I want to do more for you guys, really, sharing my experiences. I'll do all the normal things. I'll do the links to obviously different channels, so Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. I'll put the normal donations link in for now. When I switch to Patreon, I'll probably switch all of them out. I'll go back through all of my videos and switch them out for Patreon, so that it's all sort of uniform across the site, and obviously they approve it, so it's a little bit better and a little bit easier for me. Make sure you go and follow me on Facebook and Twitter, guys. I've not got enough of you, and there's some good little conversations that we have on Facebook and that. And Twitter we have a bit of fun on. So, and I obviously share out links from manufacturers and game devs and that I see. So make sure you follow me on those two if you use them. Most importantly, I always say this at the end, guys, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And make sure you share the channel out and the videos out on whatever mediums you do. Put down below in the comments as well, if you use other social media that I'm not using and you'd like to see me using those, I'll have to squeeze them in somehow. Let me have a look. I had a quick look at Tumblr, didn't really like it, and I'm not sure many people use it. I really couldn't understand how Tumblr works. I thought it was a bit pants, to be honest. Instagram seems to be a favourite among YouTubers. Should I do that? How would I involve Instagram in there? But anyway, that's it for today, guys. So I'm going to let you guys go. It's just a little update, and hopefully I'll get a lot of suggestions down in the comments below from you guys over the next couple of weeks, and we can implement some of them. So until the next time, it's goodbye from me for now. Goodbye.